Good morning, Intro to Psych students. Mr. Stewart here again, and good morning to the parents of the Intro Psych students. One final update for the year. Believe it or not, we're coming up on our final week of the year, final week of classes, I should say. But our final week of classes will conclude this week for all of our classes here at DAA. So I just wanted to send a quick message to review some of the things we're doing this week, because I'm sure, as you know, you'll remember we have our final major assessment of the year on Monday. So I'm just going to jump into that straight away because I'm sure you're busy. So a couple of reminders regarding this assessment, okay? We will be using exam.net. Just like our assessment on this past Thursday, you'll have to be logged into Google Meet. So everyone came. I was so impressed. Not a single student missed the assessment in either of my classes, which is outstanding. This time we'll log in on Google Meet. I'll have an exam code for exam.net. And if we take a look here, links up to the best way to prepare. All of these resources are shared with you already on Google Classroom. So let's let it load up here really quickly. It's going to load. Okay, if we take a look here, the best way to prepare. Now, I would use this bottom left-hand corner presentation to prepare. For sure, you should have already completed these outlines, your question outlines in the top right-hand corner of each of the different SAQ questions. You want to prepare a 3-paragraph outline. No more, no less. We're trying to follow the same structure for everyone here. And if you take a look here, you can see you already know the questions. What you don't know is which one will be selected on Monday. And in fairness, I actually don't know either, because I will write all 3 down on a piece of paper, shuffle them up, and then we'll pick one at random. Okay, so if we take a look here, we have each of the 3 questions. A reminder for your first paragraph, you want to be outlining at least 3 relevant key terms which relate to that topic, introduce the study related to that topic. Paragraph 2, you want to outline in a good amount of detail the aim, procedure, results, conclusion of the study, which demonstrates the concept of that question. And the most challenging part, I think, is paragraph 3, where you're tying it all together with your conclusion. So if we take a look here and we see each of the questions is seen here. We have one on emotion and memory in the top left-hand corner. The one here, we have McGuire's study on localization and function. In the bottom right-hand corner, we have Obadal study on observational learning. Reminder, you can also take a look at a sample answer, which received a top grade. So you can look and see the feedback I gave and highlighting which things I think you should focus on. But most importantly, I think it gives you an idea for the amount of length you want to go to. As you see, it's not an incredibly long answer. So the challenge is really being clear with your language, concise with your language, but also being detailed. You'll notice there's a good amount of detail in this sample answer. Now, like I said, we're not a grade 11, we're not an IB Psych class. We're just getting an idea of what that entails. So normally the grade 11 IB students would get 20 minutes to complete this. We'll double that and add a few more minutes for an intro class, because of course we're not an IB Psych class, but we're still practicing those same skills. We'll have 45 minutes to complete this on Monday's class, okay? And then Wednesday, we're gonna wrap up saying our farewells, and I thought we'd have an interesting discussion on issues related to race relations and anti-racism, because I know that it's been in the news a lot. We've been a little bit busy in class, but I do think it's important in every class that we discuss these issues, because this is something that affects a huge, huge amount of the world, and everyone at our school and everyone in the world has a responsibility, in my opinion, to discuss these things, to ensure that we address these injustices which happen in the world. So we're going to try to do that from a little bit of a psychological perspective on Wednesday with a short activity, an interesting TED Talk that I really enjoy, looking at issues related to language involved in racism. So it should be an interesting discussion on Wednesday, and then we'll say our farewells Wednesday. And right now, I just want to say a quick thank you to everyone in advance. That is both the families and the students in the class. I know that online learning has been an immense challenge, and I want to thank everyone for all of their commitment to all of their classes, but of course, most importantly for me, to be selfish, to my class in Intro Psych, because I've just been so impressed with the maturity and hard work of everyone in Intro Psych. And a huge thanks goes out to first and foremost students, but I know this is a real team effort here from everyone involved. So thanks as well to the parents for supporting your children and supporting me as a teacher, because I've been so impressed with everyone's work, and I think we've really gotten through the semester with a really, really, really genuinely high level of work. So thanks so much, everyone. I'll see you in class this week as we prepare to wind down the year and get ready for a very much deserved, restful holiday for our summer holiday break. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you on Monday.